I hope fucking technology doesn't take over the world. I hope it's not like Nick Land's dystopia of like neo China and the techno-capitalist singularity where we're just slaves to robots and like artificial intelligence just like takes over the whole fucking universe in service of capitalism, and we like expand across galaxies to just fucking plunder for profit for fucking AI god. Like that's the future that I don't want to occur. But it's hard to even imagine a future. Like it's hard to even know where we're going, you know? Especially in post-capitalist terms. Like what the fuck is going to stop global capitalism? What is it going to be? Like what is going to happen in the next century to the world? It's like it's kind of an open question. Like there's so much happening and there's so many possibilities that it's literally just what what kind of people think we're living in the end of the world. I just think we're living in a period of decline, especially like geopolitically in the West, quote unquote. I think we're literally living in a period of decline and like failure of our society. We're witnessing what it looks like to see in a great like imperial society crumble and fail its people. Not to sound all like larpy and like civilizational or whatever, but like that's what I think our era is it's a period of decline. I don't think that necessarily means that the world is ending or whatever. Like what does that even mean really? But like it does mean that we're in a period of decline, and like we're witnessing failure of society all around us, which in some ways isn't so bad. Like I honestly kind of think we should embrace that and see what it can open up, and like see what kind of possibilities lie within it and what we can do with it, you know? Because like our society wasn't all that great to begin with. You know what I mean? Like it's not that things are degenerating. It's just that the abysmal state of what has always existed here is being revealed to us by its decline. Like the flaws are just being revealed, but they were always there. Like fuck, American society has always sucked, you know? But there's a lot of like part of what I mean by like the openings is like there's a lot of weird cultural dynamics. Like this era we're in now of like quasi like almost like it's like there's not one singular hegemonic absolute culture, you know? Like there's a reactionary culture that still exists that's very like traditionalist and like white supremacist, you know, like they're still clinging to that. But then there's also like this pink capitalism culture that's emerging, especially like throughout the past year, like just as a consequence of all that happened in 2020 with all of that stuff, where it's like it's now becoming less profitable to be racist for corporations, and like marketing themselves as socially progressive has become profitable. Like minoritized subjects are becoming consumers and marketable demographics to be marketed to, which the key point about that is that it isn't much better. And the reason why is because that, just like the fucking technology point, is just part of the society of control that Deleuze described in his essay. That's what that means. We're reduced. We're not even individuals anymore. We're reduced to demographics. We're reduced to our artificially drawn territory. We're not escaping them. You know, you see what I mean? Like, suddenly, like, for example, women becoming a marketable demographic overall is not liberation for women unless you're just a fucking liberal feminist. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, social progress under capitalism can only go so far. And even then, it's kind of an illusion, because it's like you still have the minoritized subjects of, like, and it all intersects, of course, but like particularly of like people of color in America, where the material inequality is still there. Like, pink capitalism and like black capitalism, if I dare say, you know, and I won't get pounced upon for even speaking upon the issue of race. How dare I, you know? By all these fucking overly woke pussies who think that way. But yeah. That's not gonna solve the issue, is my point. And those are the types of issues that I want to see solved. Like, I want to see the powerlessness of the minoritized subjects be ended. I want to see an actual leftist movement. But it never works. It literally never works. It's all been reterritorialized. Over and fucking over again. Like, even Bernie has been subsumed into the system. He literally just works for Biden. Like, it's he literally just works for Biden. Literally. And I don't care about some utilitarian axis of like, but isn't that better than if someone else did? Because it's like, yeah, obviously, I'm going to say yes. But that's not the important part. That's not the important thing. The important thing is that it would be better if he had won the fucking election. That's the fucking point. So yeah, we're fighting a lot of copisms. We're fighting a lot of copisms. RedTube and Vosh are cope, unfortunately. Jordan Peterson, the intellectual dark web, all those motherfucking neo-reactionists even. That's a cope. That's also a fucking cope. And honestly, on some level, I'm gonna go like Derridian with this. Like Spectres of Marx type thing. I think that's part of what that work is about. Marxist-Leninists are coping as well. It's a cope. It is a cope. I haven't been convinced of otherwise yet. It's a lot of coping. I just want to carve out a better path to take. I want to find a fucking movement that will actually win and that's authentically Marxist. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. I don't know if that'll ever happen. But I'm not gonna take the fucking black pill and kill myself. Just because it's like, oh, it's all hopeless and capitalism is all powerful and be like a transcendental nothing can be doneist, like I mentioned last week. Because that's also a cope on some level. It's a lot of coping. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing my theoretical work, I guess, and see what happens in the future. ContraPoints critique is coming soon. Don't forget that.